Shalom Collective, welcome back to my channel, Joyful Light Oracle. I hope all is well with you and your loved ones. We're going to look at the message for the collective at this time. And what I'm getting, to be honest, is a change of agenda, plans changing. While I'm sitting here, as I'm sitting, shuffling, plans are changing. So we'll see what that's all about. I don't quite know, but we'll look at it together, okay? Just clearing the space at this time. I have to admit that there's a bit of a heavier energy. So maybe that's where there's a change of plans. We'll see. I do use oracle cards, guys, to bring forth messages. If you're new here, shalom. I am an intuitive reader. That just simply means I feel, I sense, I use imagery to convey a message. That's simply that. The cards are just tools to help me tune in more so on the message, okay? And I believe I am more visual, it seems. So while I'm learning how to bring forth messages more so with just sitting in the energy, I do use the cards as far as the visual aspect of the cards to tune in better to the path that Divine Source is leading me on for the collective messages, okay? In case you were wondering. If you find this channel is helpful, don't forget to subscribe. Something about that word, but it sounded like I wanted to say cry, and that's what I feel like doing right now. I don't know why. So I don't know if I'm connecting to those who are going through something, maybe a heavier emotion at this time, and it's a sense of needing to release it, okay? How can we release pain from the emotional body? Well, there's different ways, of course. We can definitely cry. That's an outlet. It's also very cleansing when you allow the emotions to come up and allow them to release. It's a sense of wanting to maintain balance still and not allowing oneself to become overwhelmed with the emotions. So whatever you need to do, whether it be journaling, whether it be going for a walk, or just grounding energies, that might help you as far as releasing the heavier, dense energies. I'm trying my best not to keep saying energies because, my gosh, like I say quite a bit on my channel, so these experiences that are painful, right? That's what I term energies. It's experiences, it's individuals you connect with, it's what you're working with at the moment, for those that are wondering. Let's see. Okay, so plans are changing, okay? So someone could be you. Let's say there is a thought and there is a desire to bring something together. And you had to learn, you took some time to learn some things, right? To the point where you felt comfortable or even confident in stepping into this new understanding. And then there was a shift for some reason. There was a shift that caused you, perhaps, or someone around you, to decide to go in a different direction. So it's someone who's in the headspace, considering. It's someone who's acquired the knowledge, like going upstairs, right? Praying, connecting in within like your spiritual body, retrieving information, learning this new information, and then now bringing it back down into, the heart space, the sacral, the physical, to now move, to take actions, right? But then there's a switch. There's something that changes. I don't know what the change is, but we'll look at the change. There's something that changes and shifts the direction to where now this situation is no longer a consideration. In fact, it's a desire to stay separate from this thing or person or place, whatever that is, Three of Swords type energy, and move away, like to a completely different new train of thought, like idea, wondering, okay, well, that may not be the best, even though it may have appeared to be the best. It's not being considered at this time. It's about choices and consequences. So, of course, if you make a choice to go in a direction, we have to live with that choice. So making sure the choices are clear, making sure that you choose according to how your higher self, thank you, your higher self. So it could be the carnal self and the higher self bringing in something into balance, right? To where now there can be more fluidity, like ease and less challenges in a specific situation. So that's the gist, guys. So if you want to tune off now, that was the message. The rest is just for entertainment purposes only. Okay, so here is the heartbreak, a broken heart, however you want to term it, number 9, which speaks about completing something. Okay, so maybe you're getting out of this space of well, like crying. There's a song, I'm crying over you, something like that. That's what I just heard. So there's a teardrop, right in the split of this broken heart, right? There's the drop, there's the tear. So definitely someone could be crying, right? This could be something that's heavy on your heart as well if you're not crying, okay? Maybe you need to process the emotions and you don't quite know, well, what am I feeling, okay? And there's the yin yang energy, okay? A sense of bringing balance and or a sense of receiving something as well, right? So this is like the feminine and the masculine energy, learning how to work through maybe something that you felt has been taking quite a long time, maybe quite a long time for you to heal. So there could be aspects of self that's unhealed or that is coming up for healing at this time, okay? We're needing to rest, okay? We're needing to take a moment. Okay, so taking a moment to sit in the energy, to truly observe what you're feeling, where the origin of this heaviness is coming from. You don't have to act, you don't have to do anything, just simply sit with it, observe it, and let it move through you and out of you. 919 is a sync for someone. Again, the 9 is heavy here, which is some type of closure. So getting closure also, okay? This could be someone who is trying to get closure in a situation that has been very difficult, possibly stemming from some type of family dynamic, all right? Trying to get back to the state of happiness, this state of cohesion and togetherness, okay? Where the rainbow is out again, okay? Where you have more rainbow days versus rainy days even. Again, that's the balance. So Spirit is trying to lead someone to understand what's truly in their heart about a situation. And as I said that, it's interesting because my left arm, I'm feeling pain in my left arm. That was weird. Okay. So it's like the pain, if it's not processed properly, it is stuck or it remains lodged in certain areas of your body. Okay. And that's maybe why you may feel or sense this aching or pain, whether it be in the neck or in the chest or the arms, okay, wherever. So there's that. Okay, what else? Is this the Magician? This is your Magician and the Mirror, okay? Magician and the Mirror. I'll put it over here. Number 8 speaks about a creative energy or a creative force, learning how to bring, two aspects together again. I'll show it to you. I'm looking at the fire, the element of fire. And then the element of, we can look at that as water. even air. But I'm going to read it as water, perhaps. Okay, or that could just be, again, the spiritual sense of things, right? And the carnal, right? The passions, the fire, force, the sacral, okay? The desires, thank you, the desires. The desires. Okay. Okay. What else? 53 goes to number 8. So it's telling me that there's some type of progression from 8 to 9, right? And then it's like maybe someone got stuck in the 9. Okay, so I can see how someone would get stuck in 9, which is endings, right? So that something new can start. So endings may be occurring, or you're creating endings, or someone, oh wow, someone could be creating heartbreaks, okay? And they're not understanding why are they, maybe that's you, someone around you. Why is it that the world, you know, your experiences are showing up where there is painful circumstances that you have to endure? It's because someone is actually creating this. If the heart is not purged or healed or cleansed or cleared, or, you know, if you're not able to connect with that emotion, to first process it, like being aware of the emotion, processing it completely, releasing it, you may have a tendency to create from a broken space. All right. What else? By the way, thank you to the new subscribers. I see your comments. I appreciate your feedback. Thank you for the love that you are showing me. It goes a long way. And even if I don't respond, there's a lot of trickery energy out there, so I have to use discernment. I do send you all love. When I come on the channel, I try to say it verbally during every video, you know, and energetically when I am off. So I show gratitude at this time for your love, for the offering of love that you send my way. It doesn't go unnoticed. I want you to know that I appreciate you helping me to create this healing platform, not just for us, but for everyone that's going to come into the same place where we're at currently, so that the imprint that we leave once we move to the next stage of our development will be beneficial, will be helpful, and also having a great impact to the collective as a whole. Okay, so this is a community of healing that we are creating, and every person plays a part. Your comments plays a part to those that are also experiencing similar things. So I do thank you for showing me love and recognizing this channel as a platform that you can go to and trust to help you on your journey. All right, I appreciate you. All right, so thank you. Public announcement had to be said clearly. All right, so here is Archangel Raphael, right, which is fitting right on the heart space because that speaks about the heart chakra. And then we have door to personal healing and happiness. Okay, so definitely there's something that is coming up for healing at this time. All right, with the yin yang energy that's here in the center of the read. So balancing out these experiences is very important. The heart chakra, perhaps you need to call upon Archangel Raphael. That's my go-to. That is the angel or the Malak of healing. Amongst other things, you'd have to research, you know, what this angel body, a celestial body represents regarding the 4th chakra. So if you're learning about the chakra system, maybe look up some videos on that. Maybe it's blocked because of unhealed, unresolved issues from the past, okay? And just know that healing that space is going to help you enter into this door, okay, to personal healing and happiness, okay? So it's all about the heart, all right? Connecting to the heart of the matter, connecting within, knowing what is it that you truly want to experience, and manifesting or creating from that space, okay? All right, that's pretty self-explanatory, right? You may have been waiting for something for a while, like maybe it's taking a long time for someone to bring something into balance, or for something to manifest. If you're trying to manifest your healing, that strength card is saying just, you know, have confidence, have courage. You do have support. That's the angel of strength. To call upon the angel of strength. I call upon Archangel Gabriel when I need strength, when I need my faith to be renewed, okay? So that's a go-to for me. And you can research those celestial beings as well, and see how you can work with those light forces, okay? All right, so we're going to go ahead and shift the deck here, all right? At the bottom of the deck energy is the moon. So the moon represents, or can represent, your intuition. It can represent things that are in the subconscious mind. The moon is also connected to spirituality, right, is what I'm learning. It is also the receptive energy as well, can be. What else? Feminine, because it connects to the feminine, you know, force. Okay, the moon speaks about cycles and patterns, all right? Things that we do without knowing, okay? It also speaks about the emotion, right? The emotional body. If you think about, you know, when it's a full moon and the shifting of the waves, right? Even the water responds to the mood and the moon in a certain way that it changes the mood of the elements, right? The water changes where it becomes fuller. There's more force behind it, okay? With the fullness of the moon's illumination. It's the same thing with us as being water beings, right? That's us, our body being primarily made of water. When the moon's influences are upon us, and in addition to whatever other alignments are happening in the you know, in the universe, the ethers, this all impacts our being to a certain extent, and differently, uniquely, okay? So that's why even though you may be in a household with multiple people, and you share certain personality traits and even experiences, because you are an individual soul, how the situation impacts you is going to be different than how it impacts another person. All right, so it's all about you making sure that you are aware. So it's a sense of awareness is what I'm getting here. Being aware of the cycles, the patterns, the ways of being, and how you change to certain other experiences, or with when you're in contact with certain individuals even, right? You know, sometimes the personality can change. So again, if you are learning about, you know, astrology, you may want to look at those influences as far as the planets, how they influence your chart, your personality. It's not to say that these things are set in stone, like this is what's going to happen. It's just saying there's a relationship, okay? And it correlates to our experiences overall. And once you are better able to see the correlation, prayerfully, you can make some adjustments without being met with that the blockage or resistance, okay? Resistance comes primarily from yourself, really and truly. Okay. So it's aligning yourself with the universal flow, that force that is flowing at that time. So it's feeling what you need to feel in the moment that it's occurring. it's sitting with it instead of rushing and just doing things. Sometimes it's sitting and processing what's happening, coming to the understanding or the awareness of how you truly feel about a situation before you take actions. Because we can have a lot of hiccups or, regrets when we react too fast, hastily even, and have to deal with the consequences of the choices that did not align with um, divine timing, right? Or whatever was for our highest good in that moment. Okay. So the moon is significant. There's something that perhaps you are unaware of also that you need to be aware of. So divine source, what is it? What is at the heart of the matter? What needs to be brought to light? Okay. Is this the ascendant? This is the descendant. The descendant, okay. So that's the point where like, right, the sun is coming back down. Okay, so something reached its peak already. So it's like you started something, it reached its peak, and now there's a decline, okay, or descent, right? If you think about the sun's circuit, right? So all right, and I'm positioning it right next to the rest and rejuvenation, which makes sense because we mentioned that there is a period of rest that's needed, a sitting still, tuning in. It's a time like where there's day and then there's night, okay? There's light and then there's dark. So in the daytime, of course, that gives you more energy and there's more activity that's occurring. It could be that you've been in a period or a state of rest where you are having to process some maybe heavier emotions with this broken heart that's out here, and maybe it's taking longer than you had hoped. Maybe you want to get past this, but this time is necessary before you jump into something new. Okay, before the new day begins, it's a sense of putting something to rest also. Okay, so that when you are ready for the new day, it's like you can be more open and receptive to receive, right? And even to show up in your truth more, okay? Because the sun speaks about your expression, how you are seen, okay, in the world. Your strengths are more vivid in the day, right? That just simply means your interactions with other people can be seen or noticed more. Okay, so is everything being aligned? Are you allowing yourself to align with your truth? I'm looking at the Pisces card at the bottom of the deck, which is speaking about emotions. Okay, so there's the water sign again here, and it says sensitize. Okay, so Pisces, right? The fish, okay? We're talking about the yin and the yang, okay? We're talking about opposites, right? Or polarities, dark and light, day and night, okay? Divine feminine, divine masculine energy. And so the Pisces is speaking about the emotions, feeling the feels, right? And not just feeling the feels, but having the awareness of what you are feeling versus what someone else is feeling. Because many times, some individuals who are more prone to experience the emotions stronger during certain alignments, they may pick up on other people's energies and may take it on, like absorb it as if it is their own. Maybe that's what's happening a little bit also. Maybe you're picking up some heavy emotions right now, and perhaps you are processing it as it is your own. So if you can just sit with that energy and observe to see where's the root, where would like follow it to see where it's coming from. If it's not connected to anything that you've experienced that you could even recall, and you already asked Divine Source to reveal this to you, then it could be that you're actually maybe helping to process something else from an external source. Okay, all right, that makes some sense to me. I don't know if that's making sense to you or not. All right. It's almost like, you know, when you think about a parent who has children and they see their child hurt, that hurt can extend to the parent, even though the parent physically didn't feel anything. Okay. Because remember, I told you, like, my left arm just started hurting all of a sudden, and that pain was familiar, because I know how I feel when, you know, my heart is hurting. It's actually a physical sensation I literally experience in my body when there's an emotional pain that's very deep. And so I felt something to the left of my arm that resembled something that I've experienced before. Yet at the time that what we're doing right now, it was like it's kind of like out of place, right? So it's like I connected with an energy of hurt. And it's just probably because I'm doing this message right now for the collective. Or just could be some things are probably going to be coming up to my own awareness, right? That I may not be fully aware of as well. Again, with the moon energy. So I hope that makes sense. Okay. What else? Why do we need to know this now? What's the significance of receiving this message at this time? All right, so there's a need to bring some type of balance. There's an alignment that's taking place. Okay. Notice the chakra systems. If I hope you can. I don't know if you can see it by this lighting right here. But there are, like, from the crown to the third eye. Wait, hold on. Crown. Well, they have the third eye listed right here, but throat, chest, you know, the heart, solar plexus, sacral, and the root. And then I know there's other chakras that it's not listed here, you know, that goes above, extends above, and even below. But the point is, this is aligning, like alignment, right? Coming into alignment. If you are creating something, like I said, you must create it from your heart space. And if that heart is not healed, then that's going to cause some challenges in your manifestation. All right. 44, that is a sense of security and stability, even structure. Okay, so thinking about your house, your actual vessel, your temple, your body. Okay, so something in your body, your physical essence, needs to be aligned appropriately. Okay, and it does start in an internal process. Okay, so it's the internal process that's happening first, and that will ultimately cause the stability within the physical, if that makes sense. All right, so that's why this message is coming up now for whoever that's for, because you are attracting in something, or you're attempting to attract in something with the Venus energy here. This is all about love, right? It says beloved. So Venus, okay, can speak about self-care as well. So maybe you need to do some self-care at this time. It's all about beauty. It's all about the sensuality. It's all about softness. Knowing how to cater to your needs, your desires, your wants. Allowing yourself to experience, you know, charitable energies, like where people give to you, and also you giving from a generous heart. It's a sense of generosity, but with love, tenderness, and, you know, kindness, like those very soft, nurturing feels. Okay. All right. So you could just need just to focus on that at this season. That will also help to heal your heart chakra if you're experiencing anything painful at this time. All right. I wanted to ask, okay, what can the collective expect after this? I'm looking at relationship here, the 7th house. So it's something about your 7th house. So the 6th to the 7th, okay? All right. And then we have the 3rd house, the communication. All right. So all aspects of yourself needs to first be in communication, right? If you are manifesting something. So I'm taking it first to the internal because that's important. Your heart, whatever your heart is saying, it's sending signals to the rest of your being. All right. So communication, when you're sitting still, whether it be through meditation, through prayer, or even rest, okay, there's an internal communication or conversation that can be taking place, and it's a sense of tuning into that, okay? What is your body telling you? What is your heart speaking to you? What is your mind, spirit saying to you? This typically translates into your interactions, your everyday relations with others as well. All right, there are 2 birds here, and birds, of course, speak about messages and communication. So communication is a sense of transferring information or sharing information, right? So it could be that you're going to be getting some information that will aid you in your journey, or once you've done this clearing, then communication will be able to come through with more clarity, perhaps, okay? More thoughtfulness even, okay? And also truthfulness, right? Because once you clear the heart chakra, that means you will be more open and receptive to receive whatever needs to come through. And also you will be able to have the confidence to express what you need to express in whatever situation that is presenting. What else? Message for the collective. Anything else at this time? Thank you. Okay. Venus is being positioned right now in the center with the heart above and yin yang below. Door to happiness to the right and the 4th chakra to its left. So it's at the center of the situation. And then we have Pluto in the middle, the bottom of the deck, which is a darker force. And it can be very unsettling, like a storm even, where it comes out if we allow Pluto to uncover, to bring up, right? Things that perhaps we did not allow ourselves to process, or that we failed to learn. It's a sense of, well, we're gonna learn today, right? It can be forceful, just as far as, getting through those energies, those experiences, but it's the need to look at something head on and not sugarcoat, okay, or not shy away from it, okay? So Pluto is not going to let us shy away from whatever needs to be cleared out at this time. 27, right, goes to 9 when you add those together. So that's, again, completing something. There's something that needs to be completed in order for this door to open up, okay? And right underneath that, we have Mercury. Mercury is, again, the communication. That's what needs to open up. So maybe you need to express, right? Talk about it to somebody, right? So this is Mercury is coming in also with Pluto. And then we do see partnerships right underneath that. So this is again telling you that it's about not just you. Of course, it's how you relate to yourself always first, but then how that translates within your partnerships, okay? Those individuals that you align with, okay? And 31 goes to 4. So on here we have 444. You may be seeing that at this time, all right? 444, okay? Looking at Gemini. Gemini also is an energy or or the sign rather, that is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, messages, thinking, all right, thought. So something in the thoughts, okay? Think about that. Yeah, something about the messages, internal messages, the internal dialogue perhaps that you're having with self, perhaps needs to now be expressed externally. Okay, we'll get one more from this card deck. Okay, thank you. There's debilitating. Okay, so perhaps that's what you're experiencing right now. Maybe these emotions are gonna be very debilitating, or it's intended to be uncomfortable, right? It's intended to get you to a place where you can be more honest and more real, even raw with yourself, okay? Because perhaps you've been living in an illusion, like you're hoping for something perhaps. But remember, starting out the message, I said there's a change of plan. There's been a change of plans, okay? All right. What else? Something about a connection that you are in. Someone that possibly could be related to your family, not necessarily. Take it how it resonates. What else do we need to see from this message? What are you saying, Divine Source? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so there's the need for someone to be more open and expressive with their truth. This is authenticity. Okay. There is the option to turn your back on yourself no longer exists for you. Okay, what else? Okay, this is reciprocity. That's number 6. Okay, number 6. I look at that as a manifestation energy as well, where you're coming into union with something. Okay, think about the Lovers. That's number 6. Okay, Lovers is again about partnerships, choices. Okay, so it's a sense of where once you are more authentic with your truth, right? What's at the core of who you are, how you truly feel about situations, how you and you actually express this, you're gonna get the same level of honesty and openness from another person, okay, as you're creating this, okay. It's a sense of creating more peacefulness within yourself too, okay. So being more at peace with yourself is what I'm getting. All right, what else? Anything else? Any last? All right. So if you didn't get it before, here it is again. What's pertinent at the matter right now? At the heart, is the heart chakra. The heart chakra is here, needing to be healed. And I will read what this says. This is coming from the sacred geometry activations card. It does say that the green flower of life supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. Its healing properties harmonize the mind and the body. Remember, I said it's something about the thinking, all right? You're thinking about something, and it could be that those thoughts could be triggering a response. So if you're thinking that you're unworthy, if you're thinking that you're unlovable, if you're thinking about an experience from the past, right? If you're stuck in that space in the past and you're reliving things in your mind, naturally that's going to translate into the heart space. And you're going to create from that force or that energy, if that makes sense, guys. Okay. I didn't even see this, but the bottom of the deck is romantic love. So if you are, and this is the number 39, okay? Look at the 9 again, all right? So if you are trying to manifest something, there's some clearing that is needed in your heart. You need to check within your mind to see what your thinking pattern is at this time, and make sure that you're not absorbing energies external to yourself and claiming those energies as your own. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think that's the message, guys. I'm not gonna go any further. I will just leave with this bottom deck showing passion. Okay, passion is on the bottom of the deck, number 34. Okay, so maybe you need to infuse some more passion in your life. I don't know, guys. Passion. Hmm. All right, so you may be, once you do this, you will be, okay, so once you're able to get out of that heaviness in the heart space, you will find out perhaps that your sacral energy will be more active, right? Where your desires will come back to life, okay? Where you maybe before it's like, okay, I'm done with relationships or I'm done with whatever. So once your heart is healed, it becomes more open, right? It becomes more receptive again, and it has the courage to now wanting to explore the new, wanting to show up again with that Venus energy to attract in love and experience love, and even exchange that energy with another person. Okay, so that's the message for you guys today. And if it resonates, definitely let me know. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, guys, I love you. Bye.